The Trump campaign appears to be pointing the finger at Iran as part of a claim that it was hacked. A campaign spokesperson says documents were, quote, obtained illegally from foreign sources hostile to the United States. He went on to say the intent was to, quote, interfere with the 2024 election and sow chaos throughout our democratic process. The statement also pointed to a new report from Microsoft, which says Iranian hackers got into the account of what it's calling a high-ranking official. Let's bring in Andrew Boyd. Andrew is a CBS News contributor and the former director of the CIA's Center for Cyber Intelligence. Andrew, certainly an interesting story here, a concerning story. What other evidence is there that Iran is interfering with our election?
Hello, Tom. Yes, I mean, I think there's a whole variety of evidence going back to multiple election cycles. This is the latest, and I think the Trump campaign is correct, as is the Microsoft Threat Analysis Center, that this was an Iranian actor, in my opinion, most likely the IRGC actor, intending to sow confusion, as the campaign noted. But really, there's two different campaigns that these threat actors, Russians, Iranians, go after. It's disinformation, sowing misinformation, but as well as hacking, in this case, into documents and then leaking documents from the campaign. Both using cyber means to achieve that goal, but very, very different operations. And I think we can expect quite a bit more out of it from the Iranians, either hacking and leaking documents, or the disinformation space. What the Iranians, and again, according to Microsoft, the Iranians have been engaging in disinformation campaigns, standing up fake news websites, and sowing disinformation in the lead up to our November elections.
You know, Andrew, as you may remember, earlier this year, cybersecurity experts rung the alarm that Russia was interfering in our election. What evidence is there of these attempts?
Well, they stand up, again, fake news sites, be it, one of the Russian security services, the FSB, the GRU, the SVR, and sow disinformation in whatever context makes the most sense for their own foreign policy goals, which frequently are not the same between Iran, the People's Republic of China, and Russia. They're frequently very different. And they may be micro disinformation campaigns in specific districts trying to change the opinion of people in a particular electoral district, or a broader campaign. But the Russians did it in 2020. The Russians did it in 2016. The Russians did hack and leak campaigns, as we all know, back in 2016 in the Clinton campaign. And I think they will continue to do it. The difference is in 2024, we're more cognizant of it, both as a government and intelligence community, and the private sector, as evidenced by the Microsoft report, and other companies that are equipped to defend the information space in the United States.
So you say we're aware of it, I should say. But we've been talking about election interference, cybersecurity for at least a decade. Have we gotten better at detecting it?
I think we have. I mean, with the advent of ChatGPT, artificial intelligence, machine learning tools, the story was that we were going to be inundated with attacks like this. And that's true, but the defenders get a vote. And I think the defense is in the ascendant. There are a number of companies, startup companies and legacy companies like Microsoft, who are able to use tools like this, detect spear phishing emails, which frankly, the overwhelming majority of cyber attacks, as was the case in this one, are conducted by spear phishing attacks, wherein a malicious code, a malicious attachment is in an email, someone unwittingly opens it, and then you're giving access to your entire computer. That's going to continue to happen, but I think the defensive tools, both in the private sector and the U.S. government, are much stronger than they were a few years ago.
Yeah, as the tech develops, let's hope our sophistication in detecting these kinds of things also develops along with it. Andrew Boyd, thank you.
Thank you, Tom.